50 of Do You Expect to Talk? Guys, how did you ever think we'd get to like 50 episodes?
No.
I had faith. I did.
Good, we're all still talking to one another. Yeah, so it's...
Once a week with our lawyers present.
Yes,
Glued up to the eyeballs.
it's another commentary of the Star Trek for the Voyage Home this time around.
This it actually is.
It
really is.
Actually, really.
Yeah.
It is. And, well, I'm joined, of course, by David Bond.
Good evening, folks.
And, sorry, I completely... Rebecca Andrews. I don't know why, like, your name was in my head and it wouldn't leave my mouth. It was one of those weird things.
It's quite long, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those weird, obscure names, I know. I always get running through.
That's why Chief Mangosutto Butalese only lasted the pilot episode.
And, of course, we are joined with a guest, Charlie Brigden.
Hello there.
Hello.
Don't forget your name.
Yeah, no one.
He hasn't had 50 episodes to tire of Charlie.
And, yeah, so, I think we all know the drill, don't we? About this commentary. We're on the menu screen, and when on the count of three, I'm gonna press that whole button that says play. And
final reminder, folks. We're on the Blu-ray version when you're listening. Certainly, European DVDs, anyone in PAL territories will run a bit faster. But if you're on the theatrical DVD release, you should be fine. Or Blu-ray release, sorry. Or DVD anywhere else in the world, you should be fine.
Yeah, but you know, I think majority of commentaries tend not to like match up a lot of times anyway. Annoyingly,
Japan and France.
Oh, sure, yeah, except for Japan.
They do match up because I talked about Star Trek Into Darkness at exactly the point in the film you would get furious about that film.
I think that's probably going to be one of my favourite like Dave commentaries. Obviously, with Octopussy and Die Another Day. Yeah. I think that's going to be like the top three.
Well, we didn't do
Dave commentaries. Not Die Another, like reviews. Reviews, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So.
Die Another Day was twice.
Yeah, Die Another Day was twice.
and I started off thinking it won't be that bad.
Actually, it was.
It has that in common with Into Darkness in that I didn't put Die Another Day bottom. It's the film that's most open to ridicule, but it didn't go bottom of my rankings.
No, so that'll be interesting. But anyway, let's progress.
What was it? Octopus at the bottom of your rankings?
No, Diamonds was.
Diamonds, yes, of course, and rightly so. And so, yeah, we've got fingers on the play button. Okay, yep. So listeners,
really want to see those fingers.
Really want to see those fingers. So, listen at home. If you want to join in, pause us. Get ready. Get comfy. Right, you're back again. Go. So, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Right.
Hey.
We're playing.
Good job.
We're going.
Deep breath. Oh.
Dedicated to the challenger.
We salute you.
Sad thing is, totally avoidable. There's documentaries on that, what happened there. And there were people saying, you've got to stop this, before they even took off.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Yeah. Still, I think the best tribute to them is a couple of hours of the most comedic Star Trek film.
You're watching them bumble around in 80s San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's really
they should have gone.
It's a really somber, dedication to what is a really bizarre, funniest Star Trek movie.
Yeah. And the thing is, 1986, Cheers at its peak. No Ted. Still no Ted.
We're gonna have to reach out to him,
Really? That sort of thing's not legal without consent.
Damn it, not like that. Okay.
So,
anyway,
we're not to the music, but basically the first day of the Argos Christmas sale.
We're We have to dig out those old Argos adverts off YouTube.
I doubt they sound the same. It was just what it evokes.
Yeah, it sounds something very, very similar.
What Argos Christmas ads?
I don't even know that it was Argos. I just.
It's like the Jesus sort of Christmas adverts in like the 70s and 80s.
Dave's joke is like it's been dissected.
In tatters.
It could have been Millets in August. I don't fucking know.
It doesn't even exist anymore, I don't think, does it?
Why you play Christmas music on Millets in August? I don't know.
Anyway, those cheesy 80s Christmas adverts, I think, is the point Dave's trying to make.
Is Millet still around?
No, I don't think so.
That was last time I looked.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah, I bought some stuff in there a while back. Yeah, it is. It's blacks that went bust.
Racist.
Ah, was it?
Sorry. It was African Americans that went bust.
Other, I don't know, outdoor clothing shops are available.
See, Peter E. Burger there. It's the cultural differences. He'd be Peter E. Sandwich if he was born in this country.
Oh dear.
This is very exciting.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
brilliant. Look at the visual.
this is the thing about
Someone's filmed like a cooking fried egg through a misty fog, haven't they? And gone, that'll do.
That'll be fine.
They pretty much all start exactly the same. Do you reckon they just use the same shot of space, the same credits?
I don't remember a fried egg before. Might
Well,
have been
they probably throw that in just for variety, but
yeah. How can we make this more visually interesting?
add a cloud.
At least they actually have credit sequences in these ones. They don't in the new ones, do they? It's just like the title and then everything comes at the end.
Straight into the Bond pre-title.
So,
Yeah.
So did he actually ever explain where this probe thing came from? Or was it just like a mysterious thing that turned up wanted to speak to Wales?
Lazy plot device, I think, is what we.
Oh, okay.
is the-
Yeah, it just suddenly turns up. This guy has quite impressive hair and makeup.
Yeah, it's the first female captain in Star Trek.
Yeah. Fun fact.
That's- thankfully,
Really?
she does. Thankfully, they don't have to reverse the ships very often.
No.
And
Women drivers, I don't know.
that was awful. Is she the mum in Coming to America?
She is. I wonder where I could place her.
I've not seen that film in ages.
She's Queen.
Also,
Mrs. King.
yeah, which I think came out the next year, didn't it?
Oh.
So
Busy year,
Eddie
I love this how they
Oh.
got this footage.
Look at this. They've made it so it looks realistic. Let's
Yeah.
hope they don't ruin that effect with oh.
Damn it.
They got great security footage up there in space,
It's uncanny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uncanny. How did they get that close?
and great camera angles as well. It's almost as if like they filmed it like an actual film.
No.
Cameraman's just complaining about being freezing.
Freezing in space. Oh dear. Oh.
The quintessential.
quintessential
They
devil.
could have just left it at that. It should have just pointed and said quintessential.
Quintessential. That's it.
Yes. We found a blog spot about Shatner's toupee today.
I read. I think it might have been that one that I was looking at after the last commentary, and I think he had started wearing a toupee or in like 1959 or something.
Yeah, something
So,
like that.
way
There's a
before
shot
Star
from him
Trek.
around there with his Star Trek the original series kind of hairstyle, but a little bit thinner because he's leaning forward and a bit of the hair comes forward. And you think, no, that's thinner than it was 7 years later. So it was like one of those lace wigs.
It looks a bit weird. So if you want to read more, it's shatnerstoupee.blogspot.co.uk.
When I say lace wigs, I think that's a type of toupee. I'm not suggesting he was wearing a doily. Sarek just wanders in wherever the fuck he wants, doesn't he?
He just turns up. I am Sarah.
You're in my quarters. I could have been having a whack.
The scene
comes into admonish you.
when Winston Gravitas in walks Sabbath.
It's great.
I love Mark Turner.
Oh, here's a legend.
What else has he been in?
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek 6.
It's his name
Star
for
Trek the
Star
original
Trek.
series.
The original series.
Star Trek the motion picture.
An episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, which they mystifyingly called Sarek.
Oh.
And vacation as well.
Outside of Trek, where do we know him from? What else has he done?
Becca. Call someone a legend and then expose the problems in there. Well, let's make some shit up. He was in 4 guest spots in Bonanza.
He's probably in TJ Hooker a lot.
In TJ Hooker, and he was
He
also
starred alongside Jeff Roddenberry.
he was also Mr. Jefferson in Knots Landing.
Right, let's look him up. Right.
He was in Gunsmoke and
Alright.
Hawaii Five-O,
Classic Western.
Little House on the Prairie, The Incredible Hulk, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, so a lot of class here. The original Mission Impossible, and the TV series of Planet of the Apes. He was General Urko. Wow.
Really?
Hang on a minute. The only thing is, right, isn't it a bit early to be calling it an impossible mission on your first episode? You think few episodes in, you could go, yeah, these tend to be quite doable. But anyway.
But that's the thing. You look at the Mission Impossible the Mission Impossible films, and it's basically just Tom Cruise climbing things and jumping off things and exploding. You look at the Mission Impossible TV.
His marital record's much the same.
Pretty much.
You look at the Mission Impossible TV series, and Martin Landau's got to imitate an Argentinian colonel for giving a statement on the South American currency or something like that.
Now over to our South American correspondent for his views on the currency devaluation. Where that watermelon?
all those really weird, kind of almost sci-fi kind of concepts, all about makeup and things like that, and doing all these strange things, which is kind of lost a bit in the Tom Cruise action showcase. As much as I really like some of the films,
I think the issues I already have with these Mission Impossible films is they're all very much like the Tom Cruise show. I never watched the TV series, but I always got the impression that, I kind of liked it as it was a team effort. It was all about the team. So when you have something like Tom Cruise, it's like, well, obviously he's a star, and that's it. But what's frustrating me, they've always kind of reshuffled, like, the team as it would be, so you never really get to kind of, like, it would be nice to have some consistency. It's like, it's the same gang back together.
In the fourth one, because there was rumours, because of the sort of shakiness of his box office power at that point, there was sort of it was going to sort of almost be handed off to Jeremy Renner. And through the course of making it, it ended up a bit more of a two-hander. But by the last one, he was back to being quite sidelined.
But there was still kind of the team element. I think because of the first one, the team.
The twist was the team all got killed. That was it.
Killed, yeah.
Except the Fitbird. That was quite fortunate.
Oh dear.
And
yeah, but she dies at the end. Spoil it.
Jim Phelps was the villain. So the hero, the later hero of the TV series was made out to be the villain. But I thought the last one was really, really good, and half of me would like to.
I've liked most of them. I think it's been a really quality series generally. I think 2 was crap, but
2's rubbish, but I enjoy it. I wasn't a fan of 3 that much. It just seemed a bit too much like a TV
True Lies
movie,
penned by Orsi and Kurtzman.
Yeah, that explains it. Hey, look, there's Spock's mum.
Spock's mum.
Otherwise known as
Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
She should really have a load of swag drop out from under her dress. So I just nicked all this for you.
Just a load of spoons just fall out of her sleeve as she's walking away.
Shoplift once and it dogs you for life.
Only if you're super famous and deny it.
I think a discount.
Yeah, the old 5-finger discount, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
He's taking it very seriously, considering she'll probably be dead soon.
So, what point? I mean, forgive me, I'm not have much Star Trek knowledge, but at what point was it established that Spock was half human and half.
Back in the
Vulcan.
original series.
Was it all? All started from
Yeah,
there?
so Amanda Grayson's in the original series, I think.
Yeah, she's in one episode. It's the same actress as well.
Resuming her role.
So they're going to head to the Waldorf Astoria now and get Akeem back
Waldorf
to
Astoria.
America.
Sweet.
Fuck you, buddy. Yes! Fuck you too!
Samuel L. Jackson in his.
Epoch
Breakout role.
Yeah.
That was the first film for that sort of had Eddie Murphy doing loads of different roles though.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I seem to remember something about it. I think we'll
Oh, it's
have to
great.
include Eddie Murphy. in that
It's on.
film.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
because there's all the guys in the barbers.
Yes.
Oh yeah. One of them's Clint Howard, I think. No, not Clint Howard.
Clint Howard.
Really?
No, there are people made up white who are black and black who are
Yeah.
white. I can't.
It's a bit between Eddie Murphy and Senior Hall, isn't it? And I can't remember.
Most of
Yeah,
them are,
yeah.
because it doesn't.
Joe
Eddie
Lewis
Murphy
was
play the Jewish guy.
137 years old.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you, and fuck you. And also, Cuba Gooding Jr. is one of the guys getting his haircut.
Yeah.
But I also love that the band is called Sexual Chocolate.
That's probably my favourite bit.
Sexual chocolate.
And he gets frustrated at the end and he's like, Sexy Chocolate! So yeah, basically a contrived environment thing just to justify a time travel thing.
He's your favourite actor of all
Look, it's
time.
VJ
Oh,
Armitage.
he's so good, isn't he? He's actually looking at the camera less there than he does in Octopussy when he's not meant to.
He's just actually rushing off to an important tennis match, but
Should
He's
pick
not
up a
gonna know
flute and play the Star Trek overture.
he doesn't look very excited though. He looks a
Is-
bit bored.
Is he actually dying? Is this meant to be like?
Yeah.
dying?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just think he's realised he's put on a bit of weight. He hasn't even got past the last 32 at Wimbledon. Bit depressed.
Oh. Poor VJ. I'm sure he had a very enlightening career.
Lightning. Is that what you want from your sports career?
Oh,
Well, I won fuck all, but I was really enlightened.
poor VJ. Didn't get much love, does he?
No, he doesn't. Poor dude. Oh well.
Well,
He's still in his pajamas.
Sorry, I served bad joke. Sorry.
I was about to say.
Dutch.
That I
Don't mean to make a racket of it. Yeah.
It's the fact that he's publicly doing something he's not very good at. But I've just realised the irony of me saying that in my current position.
Oh. Oh, for Pete's sake.
That's what you want. You want a full profile shot of Scotty.
Oh.
That Alfred Hitchcock flashback.
Help it.
Also for the Vulcan engineers that look like gnomes.
They do a little bit.
With those helmets and hats.
There's not Kirstie Alley.
Yes, not
And
Kirstie
she's got the hair from the guy in Coming to America.
Alley. Yes.
So
Yes, she
glow.
does. That was quite high pitched.
Yeah, no, it was too late to back out of it once I realised I wasn't going to hit the fucking.
I'm glad I'm wearing headphones.
I mean, I
Yeah.
I really wouldn't go for it, and I've got a voice of an angel apparently. So
Any cats listening
Well,
will be like, what the
Gabriel.
hell? High pitched.
But yeah, Soul Glow, that's very much Uhura in the previous film. I shagged her, Captain.
it's funny we're talking about Coming to America because Eddie Murphy was nearly in this, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Fun
He was
fact,
good.
folks.
He was going to be the Catherine Hicks character.
Yeah.
I'm presuming a rewrite.
And then it hit on by Shatner, then it gets politely turned down.
Hence the film soullessly bumming Eddie Murphy.
It's a bit weird that they couldn't give me any more clothes. It's kind of, I seem to have misplaced my uniform. Could you not have any more comfortable clothes than a robe on Vulcan?
Yeah, you would think, where are all the shops?
But
Yeah,
what do Vulcan tend to wear though? What do they tend to wear on planet Vulcan? They're always kind of roby anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, but not
Well,
dressing gowns.
No, if you judge by Enterprise, they wear figure hunking catsuits.
Or nothing at all.
Yeah, Mind you, that's the Betazoid wedding, isn't it? They get married in the nude.
Hmm. I always kind of like the way in this film they kind of tip the camera when the ships are kind of
That's quite a clever
in the
angle.
direction. Yeah, the way the ships are moving, and it kind of just gives an interesting kind of extra subtle indication.
Yeah, that's really clever.
That's a lovely shot as well.
That's a good shot. Yeah,
It is.
Good old ILM.
That's really high
Yeah,
quality.
not the next. They were clearly not happy with the work here though, because obviously next time out they went with Associates and Ferren.
Oh yeah, with
too
ILM
busy.
working on
Yeah, they decided to go on to work on some lower profile art house films, like Ghostbusters 2 and Indiana Jones 3.
Well, I prefer Star Trek 5 to Ghostbusters 2.
There's another film I've not seen in a long time. Ghostbusters
That's
2.
crap.
Oh, it's rubbish.
Absolute crap.
I've always seen this habit of watching like the first film, but then seeing the sequels years later and being instantly forgettable. I'm like, huh?
You mean you haven't seen Highlander 2 yet?
Actually, I haven't.
Oh, get on it. It's really good.
I only saw Highlander recently as well.
Highlander's
It's
My wife's
Well,
taking too
what
long.
did you make of Highlander then?
the original Highlander.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Becca.
The Queen music really dates it, and the effects
It
really
does.
dates it. But
It does.
it's not as good as its reputation, if you like, but I still kind of like it.
No, I enjoyed it as well. I must say, yeah. I mean, amazing score, but dated instantly.
you can tell it's directed by a music video director.
No, well, yeah, that's true actually.
Well, I like the fact because it was Russell Mackay, and
Yeah.
he also directed Derek and Clive Get the Horn. And on the back, it does refer to like how he went on to direct the visually less exciting Highlander after that, because obviously Derek and Clive Get the Horn is just them sat in a recording studio.
And he also did the music video for Total Eclipse of the Heart as well, which potentially has a cameo by Gianfranco Zola. I don't be able to confirm it, but it looks exactly like him.
Oh, Leonardo.
Didn't he direct a lot of Duran Duran videos as well? I know he did Wild Boys, which is the
I
video,
think so, yeah.
which the video
Yeah.
nearly drowned.
Actually, right, I've just typed Gianfranco Zola into Google, and the options I'm being given in order are Gianfranco Zola Chelsea, Gianfranco Zola Height, Gianfranco Zola Hull, Gianfranco Zola Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Actually, one really good film that Mulcahy made was called Razorback, an Australian kind of film about a giant pig, Ozploitation film that came out a couple of years before Highlander, and that was a really good film. Just kind of, the usual Jaws with something that's not a shark type thing.
I mean, Highlander was his high point, really, wasn't it? I don't know what other big films he's had other than the first two Highlander films.
Resident Evil Extinction.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh dear.
He made like The Shadow and things like that, and Ricochet with Denzel Washington and Ice-T.
He directed
Never heard
The
of it.
Reflex.
What's
what
the
else?
song?
Several videos for Elton John.
It's very often a way in, isn't it? Sort of music video directing.
Sex by Berlin.
Oh, right.
Video Killed the Radio Star, which included Hans Zimmer in the.
Yeah.
That was the first one on
His
MTV.
directorial debut was Derek and Clive Get the Horn.
How about that?
Highlander 2, Blue Eyes. That's with Michael Caine.
Oh yeah.
The Shadow, the Alec Baldwin film.
Don't think
And
I've
then
heard of that.
struggling after that. There's nothing very good.
Mm,
Obviously, Scorpion 2, Rise of a Warrior sounds good.
the Curse of King Tut's Tomb.
There's another one I've not seen.
Say that a few times when you're drunk. Oh, it's got Casper Van Dien in it.
Oh,
And,
oh dear. Where is he now?
And Star Trek alumni Malcolm McDowell.
Oh,
Um,
we've got him to come, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
he'll be-
it's,
he'll be
it's
in the
next
next
week.
episode.
Yeah.
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 Come and see him.
Yeah, I've always thought Highlander is one of those prime films that's would be warranted like a remake. I think 'cause I think it's got
There was a remake in development for years. Do you know
Yeah.
the male star who was attached to it?
Tom Cruise.
That was
I know.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh really? Oh dear.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
Tom
I
Cruise
think-
was attached at some point.
Yeah, it could have been.
At some point,
Oh.
but possibly as like Maria's or that character.
I think it's very much of its time, like you said.
Yeah.
So I don't really think they'd have to rejig it so much.
Mm.
And I mean, I really enjoy it. It's not brilliant,
Yeah.
and it certainly has a bit of a weird reputation, and it's a weird film.
Its
you
mythology is a bit all over the place. I mean, that's kind of like the inconsistencies of the film. It's a bit of like kind of like the general rules of like of what it is. It's like, okay, is it a mysterious thing? Do we actually know? How does it work? What happens? You know, it's just a little bit too. All right, can you just decide
And
on
all the
something?
stuff with Clancy Brown as the Kurgan,
Yeah,
and his all the weird stuff he does as well is So tonally, it's kind of all over the place anyway.
Mom.
I have to say, as dated as it might be, that Queen song when she comes up the hill and is aged dramatically does get me.
Yeah, Who Wants to
Yeah.
Live Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the Michael Kamen score is amazing.
oh, Michael Caine.
Bet he didn't sell anything extra for Argos though.
Sadly, no.
Oh, hang on, Kirk's playing serious now. Earth's under threat.
Dun, dun, dun.
And there's a Euro with a so-clo hairdo.
Oh dear. Who has the best hair in this film, do you think?
Who has their own hair in this?
Who has their own hair?
I think DeForest Kelly wins by default, doesn't
I
he?
think he does. But in terms of the hairstyle and the obviously the outfits and everything. I just think he looks really ill in this film. He looks so poorly. Just
Forrest?
I don't. Just
Was
he
ill
looks.
for a long time.
I know he's very poorly. He looks. It's more noticeable to me in this film. I don't know
I
why.
mean, he lived. This is '86, and he lived till '99. He died of stomach cancer,
He did, bless him.
but they were struggling to get insurance for him by the time of like Generations.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I don't know if that was the same disease that killed him. I don't know if he had,
No, but he was quite poorly for a long time.
exact
Wasn't he?
illness. I mean, he is the oldest of the crew anyway. The actor, because he died at 79. So if he was still alive now, he would be like 96, something like that.
Yeah.
So he's a good 15 years older than most of the rest of the crew.
It just gets more noticeable as time goes on, obviously, and I'm always thinking,
Yeah, he just looked very, very
down.
skinny, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes very emaciated.
Yeah.
And of course, they dress the character a bit very, very casual, to say the least, and give him a lot of sort of alcohol and things like that.
yeah,
It doesn't make him look fresh and vigorous, does it?
bless him. Very stylish, though. Not too sure about the
It
red and
does
pink
look like
combo.
they're trying to work out who's farted, doesn't it?
Especially if you're listening like we are, without the sound and with subtitles only.
Yeah, Bones definitely smelt something.
He did. He's like,
And the chat's gone off, so he can't get the blame. I wasn't even in there.
Well, no, Spot walked off first, so I think he's the.
Smelt it, dealt it. I
Yeah.
think is
I
a
think
good
so.
rule.
What we should do is for one of these films, we need to do like an alternate commentary. Like, what are they? What do we think they're saying?
You mean we should revoice the soundtrack?
Yeah, we should. That'd be a good laugh.
Would
It'd
we
be really
write
funny, I
it first, or would we just fucking wing it?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I
Right.
think it'd be really funny. Try and overdub it and fit what they're saying, but that'd be quite difficult to match. But I think it would be really funny.
Well, obviously, Chris is the man of 1,000 voices.
All of them
That's
sound the
just your
same.
role.
All of them remarkably similar.
Very subtle differences.
Yeah. You
I
know,
don't feel
there's
noticed.
there's just woke up. There's 11s.
Let's go to bed now.
Does the species exist on any other planet? So did humpbacks like invent warp drive and go anywhere else?
It's a good point, you know.
You think there might be another plan, surely? Well, let's go back in time. I'm sure it's definitely humpback whales, and I'm sure they're definitely having a chat.
But no, let's go back in time to be sure.
The 80s, but that's a dangerous era. People could barely stay on their chairs.
Ted Danson was at the height of his powers.
I tell you what, DeForest Kelley should have patented the word "damn."
Yeah, he would be. Well, he's a millionaire anyway, but he would have been multi-billionaire.
What
Every time he said, "Damn it, Jim."
Right, what's that right screen that's flashing red alert showing? Because it appears to be showing a level from a video game.
Probably. Is it the Avengers?
They're playing Command and Conquer.
Yeah, a bit in Avengers. You're playing Gallagher.
I think there actually is a video game called Red Alert that looks exactly like that as a cover.
That rings a bell, Chris.
That's Jane Wheedlin on the right hand side.
Oh, there she is.
Jane Wheedlin. She was a kind of pop star in the. Do you remember do you know the Go-Go's?
Oh yeah. She was a guitar player.
Yeah.
I get it. Wasn't that Annie Lennox?
What?
No, she's
Annie Lennox.
That's
Tourist.
the
Sorry.
Eurythmics.
No, before the Eurythmics. Similar words. No, I was getting confused with the tourists.
But Charlie, didn't she do Rush Hour?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That's the one. You're like the 80s pop experts.
Except Chris just asked questions and I got it wrong, so experts.
That's what I mean, you're the experts.
Super, well done.
If ever done a pop quiz, you're the ones to go to.
No, we're really not.
No. Hence my sarcasm.
Well, to be honest, Becca, it depends if we know the answers or not.
No, that's it, exactly.
Well, yeah. It's
You're
the same
a
with any
team.
pub quiz, really.
That's the punt you take. Think transmission.
Oh, I just think he was an evil bastard all this time. Admiral Carr.
Yeah. Cut right, you tosser.
You see, their Skype connection is about as good as ours.
Yeah, it is. Technology really hasn't changed.
Yeah, Shatner at the other end's just paused the film.
Technology is wiped with a cloth.
They really have to wipe the screen because it's really important they actually see Shatner's face.
Yeah. And amongst all the noise. Obviously there's flooding coming in. Oh dear.
That's Michael Berryman from The Hills Have Eyes. Very briefly.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Michael Barrymore.
No.
No.
Or what?
It was
What's Michael Barrymore doing these days?
he's recently
about 20
cleared
years.
From, yeah. He got cleared of that recently though, I think, didn't he?
Enjoying
he did,
solitude, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Enjoying his retirement.
He did Big Brother, then fucked off, didn't he? Really?
Probably never to be seen again.
Sort of Strike It Lucky comes back in.
Oh god, no.
My kind of people.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know if we'll see him on TV again.
For those American listeners or people from outside the UK, go and look up Michael Barrymore. You'll find out why he's not famous anymore. His name's Stuart Lubbock.
No relation to you.
In fact, if you do a bit of research, you might wonder why he was ever famous.
Oh, he was so talented. Alright, that was it.
Well,
we're just known for obviously presenting game shows and having a funny accent, really, wasn't it? Pretty much.
Well, he kind of did played with comedy, but he also sang as well. It was weird. It was we did that. My kind of people. He just had a bit where he sort of sang a big pop theme at a time, and it was at one point he did Backstreet's Back, which is really weird. Because how could anyone sing that? That's not Backstreet Boys. It just doesn't make sense.
I do remember his Barrymore show about 2 years before he came out. He had Nigel Benn on the show.
Oh God.
And he was like fucking cuddling him and touching him and going on about manly love. And the audience are all laughing, and a couple of years later he came out as gay. And I just wonder what Nigel Benn made of that. He was
like, oh, well.
he was copping a feel all the time.
He was on to go.
Right, so they're about to turn into Play-Doh here.
Yeah, they're just like, zipping into the the 1980, whatever.
Of course, the sun, your shield's hold up against that. But here we go then.
Incidentally, Barrymore was also in Spice World. Fun fact of the day, kids.
Yeah.
Always find this is weird.
This is very weird, but very impressive.
His career ended kind of tragically because basically a man was found dead in his swimming pool. And there's been a lot of innuendo and rumour since about what happened. This is weird.
Yeah.
Very weird, but very impressive visually. Impressive.
Is it?
It's interesting.
As they all mould into one.
It is a bit creepy.
That reminds me of the X-Files.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, what does it remind me of? That's not so impressive.
Oh, that water bit's a top effect.
Could be all but Bond video, maybe. I don't know.
See, if this was Supergirl, she came out of the water, didn't she?
Yeah.
In a space, and I always misremember and think, is the craft going to come out of there?
No.
Hey, that ensign should stand up again like he did last week. And just walk off, wiping his mouth. Mr. Sulu, stand up.
Oh my.
Oh.
Mr. Sulu?
He doesn't.
Hang on, let me finish. Mr. Sulu. Oh, what?
Apparently travelling time makes you all sleepy.
It does have a good snooze.
Well, yeah, because they've gone back to a time before they had a kip.
Yeah. The afternoon nap.
Picture, please.
Thank you.
It's ILM.
See, they've acted
It's in their
Earth as if
pyjamas.
they've never seen it before.
They look so surprised.
That probably looks quite different.
Yeah.
That's probably true. I wonder what's changed though.
Since then, Milli Vanilli.
Ah.
That's really random.
Well, girl, it's true.
Oh, cool song.
I'm receiving whale song, hit play, and it is like Jerry Clyde.
And yeah.
Whales unite.
So I presume in the 23rd century that Earth has had all the ozone layer replaced and stuff like that and repaired, and it's all kind of like
Well, it's a utopia, so everything's
because they never ever show anywhere apart from San Francisco, do they?
No.
Well-
they showed, was there was the cage where they showed him picnicking, and I don't know somewhere, and I don't know if that was San Francisco.
I have no idea. No idea. I can't remember now.
Hiking,
It's the sort of place they keep returning to, don't they?
Well, in Star Trek Into Darkness, we see London
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
briefly before he gets destroyed, but
Have we mentioned Star Trek Into Darkness is fucking bollocks?
right down to London. It looks terrible. It's just
There are parts of it I like.
Well, it's so green and pretty now. They've ruined it. You'd think the Klingons would like a bit more light.
Still a little bit more.
I don't know. You have seen Klingons, haven't you?
Yeah, but they kind of like each other. They keep
Well.
procreating.
Debatable. Yeah, I suppose you don't know what their genitalia look like. So,
Riches down the side, I suppose.
of course,
I don't want to
they're,
know.
On the plus side, you can probably use your forehead for a bit when your mouth gets tired.
I suppose there's
it's probably evolved that way.
it's compatible with everyone else. All the other aliens, seeing as they always seem to procreate together. And there's
Yeah, I know.
is it
Shagging a
Balana?
Klingon would just be frightening, I reckon.
Was it Balana in Voyager?
He's half and half. and she has kids with like Tom Paris.
Yeah. So life forms
Just after
developing on.
Tom stopped dating a 2-year-old.
Why does Celia go like San Francisco? I was born there. Like that's some sort of like relevant to anything.
I'm coming home.
Well, I suppose if you.
Well, but they would all be coming home,
Do you
wouldn't
think
they?
it was a subtle way of him trying to like come out? 20
Well,
years
that's what I was
before he
thinking.
actually-
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
But it seems a bit weird because obviously, well, they must all live or come from San Francisco, so it must all be like.
If you think if you went back in time, what was it, 200 years or whatever now, and imagine what it would look like compared to now. You may have some kind of
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Well,
Yeah, I remember this.
Well, you know, it's, yeah,
tuberculosis.
it's weird. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of like where I'm from, but different.
Yeah, I know what you mean. One stage direction for two stage directions: annoyed or amused. That's all you get.
Old Spock looks like Rambo.
He looks like the Karate Kid.
Our own world is waiting for us to save it.
How poignant.
Now, I love the cloaking effect is completely convincing. Huge dent in the ground and basically dogs and runners knocked out for about.
It's a good job no one like shows up at this park, isn't it? That's like banging and busy.
They're having quite the enlightened conversation, aren't they? What should we talk about? I don't know, toasters.
So what is a toaster oven?
I've no fucking idea. Is it a grill?
I don't know. It's
Or do you just, or do
What does
Americans
Google
just
say?
add the word oven?
Let's Google it and see what.
Just a
It's a
toaster.
combination of toaster and oven.
Yeah, it is. It's like a grill type thing. We'll give it. Oh, there you go. 24.99 Argos.
Bargain.
I'll get the catalogue number.
That's why one
All
now.
right, so we're how far into this film, and you're already on the Argos website.
Can you see us on
Fucking
the
hell,
Argos website?
that's some powerful stuff. The sound's not even on.
All stores are available. Sponsored by Argo.
Yeah. The only thing is,
That's how much we
Argos
dedicate,
sell-
folks. We
they sell
do our
like
we
Robinsons,
do our
more
shopping.
Robinsons. Remember where we parked. We don't know our way round at all, but remember where.
So you walk out in the middle of the night and then bang, it's straight there.
No.
Big time. Yeah.
As well as that in Red Dwarf, isn't it? Is it back? Not Back to Earth, one of the previous ones. And it's like, remember we parked in the middle of the field, and Starbucks like invisible. It's like, What do I ask on you? Stupidest line in the whole movie.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. Particularly as he looks so indignant afterwards.
It does, yeah.
But again, it's this whole that there seems to be this kind of running theme in Star Trek that there are all these things that won't exist.
No.
Yeah, they don't even get swearing now.
Yeah, or tequila.
Swear words would change
Tequila,
all the time, I guess.
Like tequila's suddenly going to disappear by the 24th century.
It ought to. It's fucking evil stuff. I'll tell you what.
But there's no other way to end
on
the
my
night.
21st birthday, I had 21 shots of it, and I was fucking sick.
Oh.
I'm not surprised.
Bit of bad
21
news.
shots.
20, yeah.
Was
This
Deanna
was
Troy
one
there
go,
being
by the
really
way. That wasn't the
stupid?
whole evening. No, but ever since then, I can't even have one. It's something in my body went, oh my god, and now I can't drink tequila at all.
Not even with salt and a bit of lemon.
Yeah, I that's what I was doing. Instant
Oh,
heartburn, but there you go.
That's the only way I can take it. I can't take it neat.
Yeah. I was licking the salt off some lady's neck.
Ugh.
I'm
Was that Deanna Troy?
21 times. I mean, basically, you think she'd go, that's enough now. But I suppose it was my 21st.
I thought you were going to say, well, at least it was my mum.
She wanted her boy to enjoy his birthday. And to be fair, I'm making it easier for scholars because Dave is easier to pronounce than Oedipus complex.
George and Gracie.
Oh.
One's wearing a wig and smoking a cigar.
That was a really bad line reading.
I know.
Simple logic.
You look at his face, though. It just looks like it looks like a comedic performance, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, they're going to be a great odd couple.
Mm.
That's the odd couple music now.
Argos getting pestered for copies of The Odd Couple. I do like some of the humour in this.
Well, I remember someone saying this was racist because the people that come out the big yellow.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
I doubt anyone would have thought of it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Hindsight
saying you
is-
don't have to be aware of that stuff, but it's something that's easy not to think of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now, half of this is improvised in that they went up to real people and
Nuclear
did
vessels.
lines. Yeah,
You can help vessels.
but when you get people looking utterly baffled, it is members of the public just going, "What?"
What?
I kind of feel like the subtitles should actually spell vessels with a
Vessels
W.
rather than vessels.
I kind of feel sorry a bit for Chekhov, just as a whole in Star Trek, because like when you look at the people that their characters are defined, and you feel like Kirk and his heroism, Spock and his logic, Sulu and his flying skills, Chekhov speech impediment.
And
Check off
getting
because it's
hurt.
foreign.
Yeah, Chekhov's far,
Yeah.
especially the way in Star Trek 09 where they just make
The
it
only
easy
problem
better.
is he would be quite controversial now because he would struggle to pronounce Ivanka Trump.
There's the obituary punk.
This is brilliant. I do like this scene. Yeah, Rigachu's 80s punk.
You think about, oh no, I was actually thinking about the nerve pinch, but the thing around his neck was actually it's more of a shoulder thing, isn't it? I was thinking
Yeah.
that thing around his neck would be a nice little protector from that.
But no. Or the dog collar he's wearing. He places his hands like either side of the collar, so.
I mean, for all they know, he could have just killed him for all those guys.
No, I put him down for a bit.
Yeah, they're all applauding a brain hemorrhage.
I forgot about those Get Blasters in the 80s that had the big forehead-shaped off switch.
Oh yeah.
I never thought of that. Just go off perfectly. I always whenever I see one of those, I always think of the opening credits to Desmond's.
Oh god.
And of course, the guy from Desmond's was in Star Trek, wasn't he? In Enterprise.
Oh yeah.
The
The white guy.
yeah, the white guy in Desmond's.
Yeah.
Dominic.
Yeah, the token white guy.
Well, it kind of was. I still remember where I was when Norman Beaton died. That many people can say that.
I don't think they can.
No.
Standing over his body.
What was the name of the Oh.
Oh.
So Eddie Murphy there.
What was the name of the
Not
what?
Eddie Murphy. Sorry, Chris, you cut you off. Sorry.
I was going to say, what is speaking of Desmond's? What was the name of the guy who had the spin-off show from that?
Pork pie.
Was it actually Pork Pie?
Did Pork
Yeah.
Pie have a spin-off?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably called it something like pork pie.
Quickly, what does Google say about that?
Looking up Desmond's now.
We really stay on the ball, don't we?
Yeah. That's pork pie, isn't it? Pork, yeah.
Yeah, there was
His
a guy
full
called
name, Augustus Neapolitan Cleveland Pork Pie Grant. He had his own
why is he
spin
called
series
pork pie?
called Pork Pie. I was taking the piss, but he was.
It only lasted a season.
2 seasons.
2? Well, that's impressive.
On the Wikipedia. Then the dangers of cholesterol became known, and pork pie was no more.
No.
Became veggie pie.
Such have all had a good run though.
Back in the 80s, 90s, when we could enjoy pork pie. Now it's all hummus.
It's a bit gruesome, really, just showing a family.
It really
Yeah.
is. It really
It's
is.
like, okay, I know you're trying to make a point, but come on, can you?
So, and after all that blood, she's like, let's go and see these beautiful creatures. You've seen their insides, let's now see their outsides.
See their insides.
Now here's George and Gracie, who are mercifully ungutted.
But mostly CGI.
But they wouldn't be CGI, would they?
Well, no, but it's not obviously CGI, but they just look obviously fake in that scene.
The majority of effects in
That's
Wales
obviously
and film are
No.
Models.
models.
Yeah,
animatronic.
that was
Animatronic, yeah.
Yeah, because there was a big.
I'd love to know what the CGI would have looked like, though.
Well, we saw it in the Star Trek 2, didn't we?
Very early.
Wireframe world. Although,
There's Eddie Murphy, there he is. Obviously not CGI, but you know what I mean, though. But
yeah, because I think
So
I
the
remember,
happier he gets, the more he acts with his hands, Shatner.
I remember seeing there was a track going under the in the pool at the bottom, on the bottom,
sure.
with the whale tail on, because the whole thing with the sea was like another part that they cut that they
Now, that would have been really interesting to see that, I think. I do like model work in films. I don't know. I mean, obviously CGI and advances in it have been, fantastic. But I do like it when, like, for example, in like the newer Star Wars movies, where you see like Yoda, who's actually a puppet or a Muppet, rather than CGI Yoda.
Yeah. Mind
I
you,
don't know why,
the,
it's more nostalgia.
the episode 1 puppet was fucking awful, though.
But that was
Yeah.
slightly terrible, but got
then-
better. And
well, no, because he was the only one. The other ones were CGI.
Yeah, they CG'd
Sure.
into 3, and now when you watch episode 1, they've replaced it. It is a CG.
Yeah,
yeah, they turned it into a CGI.
By episode 3, he looks pretty good.
yeah.
Oh, all the glamorous women they've got in this look. Recycled them from the original series, haven't they? Just yeah, you'll do.
And he's on tour.
And this is the Shatner overacting.
Oh, look at this! Here we go. Come on, right, Bill. You're a little bit
Right, yeah,
surprised.
you're a little bit like, oh my
Surprised
god.
shocked. You don't want to give away what's going on.
I'm
Just,
nodding
you
with a
know,
whale. He's like, I can't swim.
Also, if anyone from Memory Alpha is listening to this, please sort your servers out.
Is it rubbish?
Yeah, it's always really, really slow, and it just kind of locks up really easily. So, how am I supposed to find on-the-fly Star Trek trivia? Well,
The site isn't down.
Just do what we do, make it up.
I say Nimble has great legs in that scene.
I mean, it's pretty poor security, really, to just have like. I mean,
He's dried off quite nicely, hasn't he?
He dried up very quickly.
So we were mocking that big dressing gown thing, but it actually works as really quite.
It's a dry mold.
He's been watching Goldfinger. He knows what to do.
I say it's the same material that Sean
I'm
Connery
going
is
to be
wearing.
drying myself whilst looking fashionable.
It's suspect.
I'm the director. I'll do what the fuck I like. I
But-
can do
but
But it is
Well,
shit security. I mean, they can just drop anything in there, can't they?
Yeah.
Any old kid can like sort of oh shit, and then
Shatner would have gone in, but like he might have messed up his hair. You can tell that the budgets are still a bit short because his wigs are clearly Brillo pads at this point.
I'm not too sure about the sideburns.
That pointy sideburn is a Star Trek thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's all the fashion.
yeah. I noticed so much.
It was to avoid that. It was quite simply to try and sort of, instead of debating it or hating it, we'll just have this.
Yeah. That's fashion at the time. I'm gonna try to do that in like a Grandpa Simpson voice, but I can't do it.
What Grandpa Simpson voice?
There's some really random, like, rambling tale about tying onions to his belt. It was a style at the time, but I can't do the voice. I'm very good at it, that's why I wrote. Anyway,
Ask Chris to do it. One of his thousand voices must sound.
I
a
can't
bit
even
like-
think of how it goes.
no, never mind.
Oh, that was uncanny, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
All I can remember is it was 1952.
Yeah, that's the one. Not doing dickety-doo. We couldn't say dickety because the Nazis had taken over. Something like that. Oh dear.
And him singing to Hitler. Why'd you come home, Franz brother? Axel Lieber, this is not eine movie.
It's like boobs fall out on the oranges or something.
Yeah. Yeah, because he winks at Hitler.
The Doctor really doing a strip out. There you go, that's me going off topic.
I don't think we've been on topic since
No.
we started.
No.
We mentioned one of them had hair a bit like Soul Glow.
Well, that one.
Okay.
Admittedly, it was Miss not appearing in the rest of this film.
No. Miss not appearing in this film.
There we go. Apparently, this is actually the USS Ranger, but
Ah.
for obvious reasons, it was called the USS Enterprise.
Yay.
Apparently, the actual Enterprise was out at sea while they were making this.
Fun fact.
Yeah, they all look the same though, anyway, don't they? Can't really tell.
That's just racist.
Yeah, aircraft carriers have rights.
Would you be
now.
saying that if that was a British ship? Just you and your xenophobia.
Yeah.
It's another culture, Chris. Respect it. Now, what made you go out and buy this as a fucking vehicle? I could try and shadow Spock.
Well, I don't know what the average.
Look amused, like I'm saying something really funny.
I don't know what the average salary at that point was for a marine biologist in San Francisco.
Yeah.
LDS, what?
Of course, the joke being there, he did mean, of course, IDS, implying he had an affair with Ian Duncan Smith.
God. I'm gonna hated men in Britain.
Yeah. For those outside the country, I'll explain why. He's a bit of an asshole.
Saying my IDS is terrible.
So,
yeah. LSD.
if you've had a problem with obtaining disability benefits in this country, please write to Star Trek, care of CBS Consumer Products.
And Spock had an affair with him, so he'll have a word. He took him
That's why he's
over
a
in
miserable
the
officer.
60s.
Yeah, can we have an episode of Star Trek when they go back in time to stop the ATOS being given the contract for reviewing disability
Give it
benefits?
to Argos, it sounds close enough. And it's then a promotional tie-in. And all you got to do is take a ticket. You'll be seen at customer point A.
No. I had a friend of mine who works for Atos, and I won't say any more on the matter, but I was
Brilliant,
like,
that's quite the anecdote. Great. Chris, would you like Becca to start one at Christmas while we're having a brandy?
no, I was just like, whoa, that was fuming. I was like, oh. But yeah, I'm
Sorry,
told
what was
they
that,
don't
Becca?
need
You were like,
contract
what?
anymore,
She was like,
so. Charlie says,
I-
we're baseball on the road.
I just love it when people actually say that, and I was like, ah! It's like, were you really like that, or?
I was trying to
We
contain
were
myself. I was like,
Atos.
bloody hell.
Did they give you a load of those little blue pens?
Yes, they did.
the only problem is that she had a friends with benefits relationship,
But
and unfortunately, she suspended her benefits for 2 weeks.
it was friends with no
When I-
benefits,
when I-
actually. Well, like friends with no benefits. Oh dear. No, I was quite pleased when I found out they lost their contract. I mean, obviously, at least doing a job, but it's just like,
Probably
know.
if somebody else takes over, it's the same problem, really.
yeah,
Well,
same
yeah, it's
thing.
not really changed anything, is it?
No, it hasn't, no.
Because the thing is, if they've lost the contract, the chances are they can fucking undercut someone as well.
No.
Well, anything was possible with IDS dealing with that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
But,
understand, like, why she's even letting these two random guys who
She's
are acting
starstruck.
really
She's
strange
like-
at her
it's always
work.
like-
Well, she's obviously assessing them for fitness to work.
Yeah, quite clearly. Quite clearly.
You took him orally?
No.
I love Italian. Yes, I love
Of
Italian.
you.
He's from Berkshire. Oh, shit.
So did he not have Italian food in?
Apparently not. Yeah, in the 20th
Apparently, the
century.
utopian future involves no
But
pasta.
pizza is obsolete now.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
not go up to a replicator and just say pizza hot?
It does not compute.
Or it's like
Or
what
if
it is in Demolition Man. It's like, and pizza is the only food. It's just classed as food. It's like, you know, Taco Bell. Every restaurant.
I'm not convinced Demolition Man's a documentary. Particularly on the basis that he wipes his ass with 3 shells.
We never do find out how those work, do they? That's the most
But
frustrating
he just
thing.
had the back caked in turd. There you go, Houston.
I think I remember hearing somewhere that film, the Taco Bell thing was changed depending on where the film was shown because they didn't have obviously
Yeah,
do they have Taco Bell here at all?
Don't think so. There might be
No.
one
yeah.
in London.
I think there's a few, but it's not really.
It's very minor.
They'll go back and do it and dub it over with Nando's now.
Probably.
A cheeky Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, they're rebooting Rambo.
Oh really?
No. You-
Leonard Nimoy's got his audition in.
So they're basically just stealing a helicopter now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Quite funny.
Am I really?
The only words they ever gave him.
Yeah.
Just said "Oh my" about 16 to 18 times each film.
Hello.
At least when he becomes captain, he gets a couple more. Like, my God.
And fuck off, Christian.
Yeah.
Are you coming into this bed, Christian, or what? See, I know. Is it the guy who plays Scotty? Is it James
Doing.
Doing, yeah.
I know he's Canadian, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine him without that sort of Scottish accent he does.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
You can't sort of separate the
speaking
two, can
normally.
you, really?
He was a bit of a war hero. You very rarely see one of his hands because he had fingers shot off.
Shit, really?
Mm.
Oh my god.
See, now I'm just going to look for it now.
Yeah.
Computer, do this.
They tend to keep it out of shot. I think it does appear in the odd shot here and there.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
There you go.
Yeah, you saw it there briefly.
Yeah, you saw it there very briefly.
Computer.
Hello?
This is one of the biggest debates.
Yeah, you can
when
see
we
it
did
there,
when we did the episode of this, wasn't it?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
How fast can you type?
How dare he use
But
the mouse to say computer?
How dare he invent the product several years ahead of time?
Do you know, what film was it where two people were typing on the same keyboard at the same time? The most retarded thing I've ever seen.
What? I don't know.
It was the end of a film. One of them was typing and the other one joined in. I thought, how the fuck does that even work?
Was that Jumping Jack Flash?
I don't know.
When he comes back, because she talks to him over the internet type thing, doesn't she? Or something like that.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't remember much about the film other than Whoopi Goldberg trying to make out the lyrics to Jumping Jack Flash.
There you go, another Star Trek person. So I just typed James Doohan fingers into Google.
What?
Some pretty
wouldn't like your
graphic
search
photos
results.
came up.
Oh, I quit smoking, it says on his badge.
Sorry?
It said on his badge, I quit smoking.
Whose badge?
Their boss.
Oh, right. I thought you meant James Doohan.
No. I just noticed that really randomly. Oh. Grasshopper. It's actually my squeaky chair.
You got a squeaky chair?
Somebody was obviously commenting about making fart jokes. And I was on Twitter and I commented, no, I just have a squeaky chair.
Ah.
But I do actually, any creaking you can hear, I do actually have a squeaky chair, so excuse me.
I do too.
It's not my bum.
Well, it is, because your
It
bum's
is
in
your
the
bum,
chair. It's
yeah.
moving.
There's a chair that's attached.
So they've both been invited for dinner, and basically he gets it down to sort of just him. Does quite well there.
Kirk cured
You
smoothie.
need to go back and study or something.
So this is essentially the first date.
He's flirting. You can just see it.
It really is.
I mean, is this really necessary though? For like, were they trying to think, well, we want to know a little bit of romance for the ladies,
He's had a word with his director, Leonard, and said, "I am a bit of a charming bastard, you know."
So in America, did they actually have places where you can go in and get a pizza and they're throwing the dough in the air?
I'm pretty sure
Probably.
there are restaurants you.
I mean,
Yeah, do you see
probably
that in
not
New York,
by
Chris?
his table or something, but cook it in midair.
And it's done.
Yeah, because I would
Yeah, you can
imagine.
go into restaurants like that. I think.
Now, hush, the shout's on the
But I
cop.
imagine if you had like an open kitchen, you would see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I know that there are some branches of the well-known
You just
high
get,
street pizza chain that do that as
get to
well.
watch them take them out of the freezer in real time.
There's a defrost button on the microwave.
Wipe
Like
off the
take
maggots.
the whale somewhere in the blowhole. And she finds that so amusing. You're going to take anything, Shat. Oh,
You smoothie, you.
oh, yeah, I'm that big.
And apparently,
Suck-
beer,
suck-
beer doesn't exist in the 23rd century.
Ooh,
It gets crunk really easily.
foamy goodness.
He's probably taking a sip, go like, "What's it? Oh, it's Carlin."
It's like, this isn't rum in an ale.
Where could you take them?
Wales.
My Wales. Well, I was thinking back of a Rolls Royce.
No humpback.
I can't watch that film again without thinking of that reference.
Yes. The thing is, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, exactly.
No. And the thing, do you know the thing is, I'd never seen it just about 2 seconds before I said it. Fucking hell, that looks like that.
And now it cannot be unseen. Oh.
My VD pills.
Yeah, it's called a pocket pager, inverted commas.
This does zip along quite nicely, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not dragging by any means, I don't think.
I mean, even if you shagged her, you think it would probably be over fairly quickly. Because the pacing of the film, you know. He's not
Just looking at
falling.
her hair, her hair is like the epitome of like AD80s.
Yeah. Look at them.
Right.
Oh, so playful. God almighty. She's gone a bit cockeyed. They are giving off some very mixed signals here.
They really are.
Oh, biting a lip there.
And as someone who's been rejected by dozens of women, I can spot such body language.
Oh.
This scene is too long, actually. You're just saying it's zipping along, but now we're not watching.
No, I
it
was talking
without
about the film in
sound.
general, not.
It is, yes.
Oh yeah, it's quite a short one. Okay, I can appreciate her frustration though. It's like, right, I just want to get to the bottom of it, and it's just like,
I don't know how much like would you give these guys? I mean, they are pretty weird, like but it sound like complete weirdness to me.
oh, the guppies arrived.
Can't be that hot though. Look,
No.
I don't know. Put it in the fridge to warm it up a bit.
It's like, what's that smell? Oh, it's just my skin.
It's my flesh burning.
Now this gets a bit dark all of a sudden.
It does, doesn't it? It takes a bit of a turn. Yeah? Anything done there? No.
So I've always wondered, you know, Chekhov in the Abrams verse.
Yeah.
Like his character is. Would you say his character is completely different to the original Chekhov?
Well, he says W's. That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I was like, is Chekhov like underserved the fact that they haven't really got much of a character, or the fact that he's Russian?
I think he's much more suited to almost a bit of sort of light relief within a television series. In that, like, the running joke of him thinking everything was originated in Russia and stuff like that. As a major character, it's kind of difficult to give 7 or 8 people all their due. But I mean, physically, that Anton Yelchin looked less like his predecessor than most of them did.
Mm.
So I don't know really.
We didn't get more time to find out.
He shouldn't have been there, to be honest. He's 17. Okay, how does that work?
yeah, and considering Chekhov as a character was made specifically to bring a younger audience in.
Yeah.
The Davy Jones lot. Then
So if he was meant to be, I don't know, sort of Davy Jones clone, then who would you say? I don't know, in terms of the actor, what would his musical counterpart be?
Probably Harry Styles, probably.
So not Justin Bieber. Yeah, probably that kind of
I
style.
mean, depressingly, yeah, probably would be like. No, I wouldn't go if I say Justin Bieber. I'd say probably more Harry Styles or One Direction, that kind of.
One Direction style, yeah.
or maybe Ed Sheeran or something like that.
Harry Palmer.
Yeah, fuck it. It's just Michael Caine. Just
Now
like-
listen up, everyone.
Nuclear essence. What the fuck's that?
It's a new
I
weapon.
am a Russian.
One
Are
time
they?
I saw a nuclear vessel the size of a tangerine.
There you go.
Bless him, can't pronounce his fees.
Awful what's happened.
And
but
not a people know that.
That's very sad, obviously. It's a shame we didn't get, more chance to find out more about his character.
Yeah, he was. That's the thing. He was a really good actor, and
Another thing, like the
I've just noticed a badge on the front. I love Wales.
yeah,
It's just like, oh,
that's a good spot.
So let's design her car. What does she do? She works with whales. What does she feel about them? She really loves them. Okay,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Get that pump sticker on there.
Hertz really should have like pussy wagon painted on the outside of this ship. Not bounty.
I love space.
Booty maybe.
My name's Buck, and you do the rest.
I know. I like space. Brilliant.
there you go. Now, if there's going to be no more Chekhov, they should get someone in from Wales now.
Yeah, they should.
Ensign Jones. Tom Jones.
There we are. Making a cameo role. There is.
It's going to be a bit weird when you come to the new one. Well, Chekhov though. It's going to be like,
Yeah, not going to recast them, are they?
Well,
Right.
like I suppose with Fast 7, Paul Walker was still in that. I suppose it'd be more in line with Fast 8.
That's very odd.
I mean, at the point when The Fast and the Furious came out, did you ever think you could utter the words Fast 8, starring Helen Mirren?
No, I must say no.
it's one of those weird things. I never thought it would. I mean, especially by Too Fast, Too Furious came out. I thought, right, come on. Then.
Which was awful.
Yeah.
You didn't think it'd take off the way it has done?
And the
And
third
it-
one, and the third one went straight to video or whatever. It was like, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Was that Tokyo Drift?
Tokyo
Yeah.
Drift, yeah.
I've never been able to get into it.
It's okay. It's just not as fun as like say Fast 5 or.
No.
I've
Like
watched it with my
the
friends,
whole
but-
series.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's films you watch because they're ridiculous. I mean, I also watch it with my friends, and we're not like petrol heads by any shape or form. But we just, they were just ridiculous stunts.
Watch
I would-
5. Basically, watch 5. If you don't enjoy 5, you probably wouldn't like any of them, and that's it. Because that was
think
its high point.
I think I started watching 5. Was that when they steal a car for a train or something?
That is the start of 5, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And
Verisimilitude.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
'cause
honest,
Yes.
they don't really have like I know you think Fast and Furious, you think of like it's proper like for petrol heads, but I think this kind of like moved on. It's just more like a Expendables kind of action franchise now, rather than like the stuff about the cars are kind of like just seconds. It's just like just like they just have a lot of like car action scenes.
5
Really,
is basically like take Ocean's 11, put more action in it, and make it way fucking dumber.
yeah.
That's what it is. It's a lot of fun. Though. So there's Michael Caine being questioned.
Interrogated.
I
Interrogated.
don't even fucking know.
Not a lot of people know that.
Zulus, thousands of them.
Like, why would you even bother saying that shit? It's like that's gonna work. Oh, sorry, you're from Starfleet in the future.
Oh,
Oh, well, fine, well, baby, there you go. You're free to go. It's like, at what point do you think, oh, right, this is gonna be a good idea?
I mean,
Relevant at this time of day.
his best shot would have been singing "I'm a Believer." Hope for the best.
Or feigning a non-Russian accent.
Just try and blag that you're a double spy. You're trying to like.
I'm actually a spy from America. Or something like that. Oh. No, doesn't work.
What was that meant to do? What was his plan there?
I don't know. I think it was meant to squirt shampoo over him looking at them.
Run.
Nice of him to shut the door behind him.
Run, Davy, run. The guy's just walking casually behind him. You don't even know these.
He don't even know. Well, he don't know anything about it, does he?
No, he doesn't.
If someone runs past you, Becca, do you immediately break into a running chase?
I'd be
Stop!
like, what? You there?
Oh, do you remember the Black Books episode where Manny chased a fucking thief? Without any thought of what he was going to do when he got there. And when he gets there, he kind of goes, right, just oh, same episode where he did a policeman.
Wasn't there something? I can't remember what it was, but wasn't there, I'm sure it was a sitcom where it was a similar sort of thing. Was it Only Fools and Horses, where like they kind of like both stop? But I think it was like Rodney, and they stop, and they kind of like sort of start staring at each other, and then Rodney gets a little bit intimidated, he starts chasing Rodney.
Yeah, that's right. But it's just funny, Bill Bailey, because he was bought an espresso maker and a box set of the Sweeney.
Yeah.
So he's massively sleep deprived.
And he had that jacket.
And he's got this kind of PVC leather effect jacket on, and he ends up in kind of like a police station questioning criminals. And he's going, "I'll be good cop, you be bad cop." So Manny's got to play good cop, so he says, "We want the answers," and Manny goes, "You have beautiful eyes." It's just really funny. She's about to find George and Gracie have been sent out to sea. Or she was busy romancing the Shat.
That's a film I'd like to see.
Romancing the Shat.
Is that a sequel to Romancing the Stone?
There was a sequel to Romancing the Stone. It's called
Jewel of the Nile.
yeah.
Jewel of the Nile, yeah, that's it.
Where they wear a lot of white.
They do. It's a fun couple of films, though.
And dance along to Billy Ocean.
Yeah, go and get stuffed by Billy Ocean.
One of those 80s of movies.
Don't expect that from films made in the 80s, do you?
No, but it's a very 80s film, you know.
She's furious, look! Do your furious walk,
Damn it.
Jill. Oh, that's why they gave her that van, because she could smack it. Wouldn't lose any value.
She still loves Wales, that's alright. You can sleep at night
The
now.
green, green grass of home.
Oh, pigeons.
Yeah, runs over a ton of pigeons. She's an animal lover.
I like how
that's
it just
a-
sidetracked the fact that, Sully's just stolen a helicopter.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a good pilot after all.
Could they have been different?
No, he's not. Go on, Susie.
And like why no one is actually looking for this helicopter and how...
Yeah, how does he get away so easily? By his charm.
Autographs.
Going, oh my.
And his Mickey DeLenz impression.
So who are the rest of the monkeys then in the Star Trek cast? Who
I-
else?
None of them
This
look
just
like
looks kind of dumb, really, doesn't it?
It's very cold where she is.
I know, we noticed that. I've only just noticed that, though. Which leads to the odd conclusion that only me and Becca were staring at her tits at the same time.
Also being a girl myself, it's one of these things.
Oh, okay. What is it, just research?
It's a good job no one's got decapitated running along and
Yeah, there's a helicopter as well.
Yeah.
No, with like with the wing of like
dead 3-year-olds.
wing of bird of prey there. Just...
Oh, we have a problem. Can you hear me?
He's got stiff nipples, Admiral! Beamer on board. Oh, look. I'm on my way.
Oh, it's a miracle she survived.
Survived what?
You mean that?
Well, Beaming's quite safe at this point.
I know, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? She's always so shocked.
It's not like it's more dangerous because she comes from a time pre-beat.
No. No.
Oh, let's see. He's still like, I'm glad you're here and touching her up and all that. And she's,
Oh, touch of the face.
let's go through here and discuss it in my quarters.
In a sexy voice.
Yeah, now I'm watching it, she is proper coming on to him.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes me feel a bit sorry for Shark when he gets turned down at the end. It's like,
A huge mammal removed, eh? She's not that interested when he wants her phone number, though.
no.
No. Amazing that.
Yeah, she was just using him just to get to the future, really.
Funny how that happened.
Funny how that happens. That happened a lot, Becca.
I know.
This problem of women coming onto Starfleet admirals to go to the future.
Oh dear.
It's an epidemic, I tell you. Right, okay. How do you fancy a comedic interlude before we go back? Where did he just leap in from? Dun dun dun!
He's been having a rest, you know.
Damn it, Jim! I'm Captain Chaos, not a doctor.
How's she not like, holy crap, what the fuck's wrong with your ears?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are people who've had plastic surgery to have that done.
Really?
What's how Spock ears?
Yeah,
Okay.
Why?
to look like Spock, I reckon.
Fandom. You don't say.
Or
When
else
fandom
from
turns
Lord of the
into-
Rings.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
they got hold of the scrubs easy enough.
It's like that guy who wants to look like a tiger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
The extreme. He had to like split his tongue and had whiskers put in. And... very odd.
Oh no, there's a I think there's
So there's a top
there's a
tip for
guy.
listeners there. If you ever find yourself in pain in hospital,
Just do that.
any strange member of the public offers you pills, take them.
Take them, yeah.
Seriously, don't do that.
To be fair, he is dressed as a doctor.
I just kind of wonder how easy it would be. I don't
What,
know.
to perform experimental surgery in
I think just
hospital?
like doesn't she just push like yeah no we're taking
Yeah,
this.
excuse me, I'll do that.
There you go. Apparently, it costs between $2,500 and $7,500 to get your Spock ears done by a California plastic surgeon.
Worth every
Okay.
penny.
Is that per ear?
Is that per ear? I was just thinking that.
Sorry.
It's not
I
like
won't
you
carry
have
on with the rest of
one
that
done
joke.
and go,
I'd assume you'd
have
have to get both done. It's not
Imagine expending borrowing against your house on that for that. Imagine not putting that on the mortgage forms.
unless they do it with breast enhancement surgery and you just have one done.
You don't want to get those two mixed up. Fucking
Yeah, which
shape
one
of
of
Vulcan
these-
ears.
Which ones do you think sagging the most? Yeah, I'll have that one done.
So
You
McCoy
must
just
know,
like
Bones, that you must know you're talking to an 80s doctor. He doesn't know none of this stuff. Why are you shouting at him, you bellend? You're still drunk. Go home, you're pissed. I still love the way he delivers this stuff, though.
No, it's very good, isn't he?
So humanitarian. Whereas the chef's like, into it.
This is why we need to like redub the film. To see what Shadow Presence did.
I've got to voice Shat all the way through that one.
Yeah, you do.
Trying to concentrate on doing the voice and think of dialogues quite difficult.
Yeah, like that.
Because it's not an impression, it's a piss take.
That'd be funny though.
What are those things they do, the table reads that they do nowadays?
Yeah, do something like that. Would be a good laugh.
Pick your
We
fill.
can do a Raiders one with
We've actually
Tony
got to
Black
work
play,
out
won't
what
we?
the alternative plot is, though, what they're trying to achieve in these things. Listeners, if you'd like us to redub a Star Trek film, just choose one we haven't commentated on, and we'll think about it for the end of the series. But it could be shit. I do warn you. It could be rubbish.
It might be hilarious.
But that's another like
50-50.
nemesis.
50-50 chance.
Yeah, you can choose Star Trek Into Darkness if you like.
Yeah.
I was going to say that'll probably be the
because
popular one.
We'll be fighting over casting for about. Hey, she's got better, hasn't she? She went in as the patient, came out with a medical degree.
Man.
What happened in that room?
Oh,
I'm sure that's Sergeant Hooker. Mark. Which I think was what they were getting at when they made the sidekick in Garth Marenghi's called Lucian Sanchez. Oh, that's some action. Look. Does this fit your action junkies criteria, Chris?
Oh yes. An old lady in a
A bit of eye
wheelchair.
candy as well.
Oh.
Quick, throw some drugs at them. They fall over and chuck them some uppers. This is fucking bollocks. I like the film a lot, but it's like, oh, this is just pointless.
So they could have just beamed out anywhere. They could have just beamed out on that.
Yeah, they could. Mind you, it does give me a good idea for some quite effective birth control.
Does it?
What,
Yeah,
the
you
pill?
you don't need the pill. You just like beam the spunk out. Just
There you go. That's
That
your
can go
teaser
wrong.
right there.
fly tipping,
That's your YouTube teaser right there.
beam it to the tip.
Dave's got a good idea for birth control.
I meant the rubbish stump, not the tip. Right, hush now. There's an environmental message coming up.
What message is that? Stop killing the fucking whales. Is that pretty much the?
Killing bad. Stiff nips good.
They're
Explosive.
the only people who've ever like come across there in the entire time they've been there.
We had the garbage men the other day,
Yeah.
but they were a bit busy with toaster ovens. They can never settle on which side Sulu's meant to sit, really.
Well, I suppose it was a different ship, isn't it? So
Yeah. What do you reckon the Doc's up to? Do you think he's performing some important tasks back there?
probably not. Probably doing exactly the same as Miss 1980.
And who's she talking to? All right. It's just like...
The whales.
Yeah.
Wales. Sure. Wow.
The whale whisperer.
Let's remember she's got terrific oral sensitivity.
Yeah, ask
Really?
Spock.
This is some top banter.
Hashtag Bants.
So what is Chekhov's like role on the ship? What does he do?
He looks like Davy Jones.
Oh, okay.
He's a friend for Sulu.
Sorry, Charlie will give you the proper answer now.
What, fluffer?
Yeah, fluffer. Sorry, I overestimated Charlie there a bit.
It depends on the it depends on the film, really, because sometimes he's like does the security and the weapons. Sometimes he's like a navigator.
The gopher, is he?
Usually when someone else dies, like
He takes over.
in the because in Wrath of Khan he takes over.
So
as
Sulu
the-
drives and he navigates, so he's a bit like keeping up appearances.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like Hyacinth Bouquet.
Or he gets injured a lot.
So basically, he's like the jack of all trades. He's like,
way.
Yeah, because he.
I'm pretty much
Well,
do
they
any
always
job
say
that's going.
He's at the con, and I'm never quite sure what that is.
The con,
What does
the
that mean?
console, I guess.
Console. Yeah, I wonder if it is.
But doesn't that mean like the command?
But I
So it's
think
like- yeah,
JJ
different,
misheard it as com. So basically, he communicates out to the crew.
Maybe it does mean something else. I don't know. It always confused me because they spelled it with two N's, and I'm like,
Apparently, it's a naval term to mean that that the person who has the con is the person who is responsible for the movement of the ship.
Okay, well that would suggest navigation if he's helmsman.
Yeah.
Sulu drives it.
But didn't they used to say it when it's like when he says it to Savick when they're off to talk about Genesis? He says, "You have the con."
Yeah,
Yeah.
And don't they say it in Next Generation a lot as well?
yeah.
yeah, they do.
More towards the captain than the
Yeah,
Anyway.
they use it as control, really, of the ship. Yeah.
And is it the same thing for next gen? Like everyone's got their.
No, it did change. The sort of whole helm and con thing did change slightly.
So like, because I know Data's like sat where Sulu is. So is he technically the ship's pilot?
And there's somebody
Yeah, he
opposite
was-
him as well.
He was science kind of officer, wasn't he? Data.
Yeah.
So
He sits at the front and plays with a Bunsen burner
yeah. Whereas
while Wesley drives the ship.
Wesley or whoever,
So really, let snot-nosed kid drive the fucking ship.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
pretty-
they let Troy have a go next week with excellent results.
Yeah, they seem to have a new one every week, every film, didn't they? Because they had that Hawk guy in First Contact, and then he died.
Lieutenant Hawk,
Spoiler alert.
No.
which is a bit like Jake Bullet.
And then
It's like, yeah, you never guess
Oh,
which character's going to die. You know, the one who's just been introduced just now.
and then there's the one in Insurrection that fancies Riker when he starts pulling his joystick out.
Oh.
Yeah, Riker basically drives the ship with a joystick at one point.
Yeah, that wasn't innuendo there. That was
All
That's
right.
actually what happened.
the steering activate manual steering column.
What happened
Yeah,
to
That's what she said.
what happened to Lieutenant Yar? Because she was like in one season.
Oh, she died in the first episode.
She died in it was
In,
first
no, it was the first season. I meant to say,
Yeah.
like episode 5 or
she
something.
was, she was killed by some tar.
Literally,
Episode called Skin of Evil.
Tasha Yar killed by Tar,
And then we have a cheesy bit on the holodeck where she talks to them all. It's fucking rubbish.
and then she comes back as the
See
Romulan
that.
villain. Yeah,
You see her in yesterday's Enterprise, and there is an ongoing plot from that. So she plays a Romulan character called Seela.
yeah, that never made sense to me at all.
Yeah.
To kind of because in the alternate timeline, Tasha Yar was kidnapped by a Romulan and then basically raped, and then she was the result of that relationship. But that was part of the alternate timeline that the Enterprise had gone back to in yesterday's.
No. It was fixed by them going back there, and she was on the ship, so she was part of the repair to it. It does make sense. Whether she'd romance a Romulan after that, I don't know.
But so how could she have done that and then gone back in the future to be on the Enterprise, or did it cancel that Skin of Evil? Where she was on
No,
the X-Men?
it's cancelled that. It's just cancelled. It's cancelled out the alternate timeline, basically.
But then she was shown.
There
in
was
August
there
6
was
as
a
well.
version of her on the Enterprise C.
Yeah,
Future version of her from an alternate timeline, basically, was back on the sea. It doesn't interrupt with the sort of Prime Universe's version of her at all.
right. Okay.
Hope you enjoyed that, listeners.
And she appears in All Good Things as well, doesn't she?
She does.
And 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy.
And she was briefly
She was
the
in
boss.
48 Hours.
She was
Yeah,
in.
she was
as well.
His girlfriend that they go and see.
And
Gens.
the one who played Troy was in Death Wish 3.
Death Wish 3. That old classic.
And the one who played Dr. Crusher was the choreographer for the dudes in Labyrinth that took all their heads off.
Oh, yeah.
The Fireys? Something like that.
That's fun, folks.
Yes, fun facts. We're here for fun facts.
What about the fun facts? Rather than the oh god, what's it called? Sober analysis. Oh.
The thing is, this is not in any way an action film. So when they try and build all these bits of tension in, it's like, oh, what a waste of time. Come on, just
Well,
twat
it's like,
around.
yeah, it's like,
Come
okay,
on, just twat around and try and shag the blonde lady. That's all we're here for. Come on.
It's like right now, I'm thinking, you're on the edge of your seat wondering, oh, will they ever actually travel back in time to save Earth? You think,
Yeah.
yeah, they will.
With that kind of shake going on, it's a good time for a hand job. Saves you a lot of effort.
I mean, the sheer fact they're time traveling, that could essentially mean they could literally travel back to any the exact point when they're needed. Really, it's not like they're rushing against time.
Yes, only Terminator Genesis had the line, "We've got to get to the future as soon as possible."
God, that was terrible.
Yeah, hurry. You've only got 30 years.
Oh dear. I'll probably do another one about 30 years' time.
Still be Arnie.
Yeah. On your
Come
claws,
on.
your
He'll
broads,
be
and your
back.
monkey glands. Yeah,
They've all just come again, look.
he's back again.
I see that this time travel has skipped the whole weird computer generated.
Well, they only had the budget for that sort of effect once. Do you know what it reminded me of when we saw their heads forming in that sort of cloud effect? It was Lionel Richie's video for Hello, where she sculpts his head at the end and it looks fuck all like him.
It's not good
She
like
was
this, is it?
blind. I mean,
That's
come on,
what
Dave.
Uhura looks like.
Aw.
Yeah, but
Is it the moustache?
Oh right, so it wouldn't have mattered. So basically, she's fallen in love with Lionel Richie, does a fucking sculpture of Ian Duncan Smith, and it's like, well, she's blind. Close enough. What a romantic video.
There he is again.
Hang on, haven't we already? Oh yeah, I was going to say this is like a
that's-
repeat of the.
Assuming IDS have been using Soul Glow.
Actually, it was more sort of, Cool in the Gang.
Odd to imagine IDS with more hair.
Turn all the lights on. Turn all the red lights on, so we're like more focused. Hey, they've been known to keep their tip up.
Oh god.
I only quote the best. Die another day, there, folks.
You really do.
Your mama.
Your mama.
Becca likes that line. She also likes "read this, bitch."
That is my favourite line.
It's like best line in the film, and I'm thinking, well, all right, it's not exactly a fucking Pulitzer Prize-winning script, is it?
It's terrible. Oh dear. I also like
I don't like cockfights. They are. That's.
Somebody goes, "Oh, I'm Mr. Kill," and he's like, "That's a name to die for."
Brilliant.
Jesus. Oh god.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh fuck's sake. That's terrible.
I kind of like that
Well,
because
the
they
cheesy
Oh,
should
well,
just
the
lines
cheesy
like.
have
line-
we got. That's a Roger line, isn't it? I can imagine Roger saying.
A Soul Glow's been put to good work there.
Roger just says bottoms up in every scene he's ever in.
He does.
David.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
That's it.
God, Scotty will go to any lengths to get a wet t-shirt contest going.
It's that sexy accent, isn't it?
Yeah, with like what we've only like 2 females present and the rest of them male.
Didn't she go in to star in something with Captain Decker?
Yeah, before he was became
Before,
a paedophile.
yes.
Well, not what he became. Before he became before he was revealed as a paedophile.
That's touching up 10-year-old girls and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, was it Seventh Heaven or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his defence seemed to be, I only did it a couple of times, though. Like, oh, that's all right, then.
That's fine. Yeah, obviously that's. Oh, she was the mum as well in Child's Play.
Oh, okay.
First one.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I did not know that. Oh yeah.
No. How about that?
Oh, this is just so tense.
Really tense.
I know. Will Uhura's hair managed to stay intact?
My Shatner's wig, that's what I'm worried about.
Well, it's not going to fly off, is it? It's not like they
It's
leave
not.
that in. If it came off, they'd just be, that's a wrap.
Yeah, we're leaving
Yeah,
that in.
it's survived. It survived.
Who's just turned their sound back on?
Not me.
Not me.
Came on for a second then.
Oh, my sleeve was probably against my microphone, sorry about that.
Doesn't matter. They look stunned that there are whales in the water. It's like, look, whales! It's like, what? Got the film already?
Pleasantly surprised.
There, look.
I was
Believe
thinking,
you.
if, like me listeners, you've been on whale watching trips and you haven't actually seen any whales, then
I got to say that the models for the whales are really impressive.
they are. Yeah, I'm really impressed by them. The detail's really good.
Whales humming.
Just having a chat.
Ooh.
I don't think where the fuck am I seems to be the answer this craft is looking
No.
for.
What the fuck is it?
What's
Particularly as this
going
thing
on?
was probably talking
Well,
to its dim.
Would a real twist be like the whales are kind of like archaic and go, you know what? Fuck, destroy the world.
Yeah, or
We
they
don't
turn
care.
up, he turns up and goes, "So Wales, where were we? What are you talking about?"
Who are you? It's
Who the
probably
hell are
like
you?
probably the end of
I was
Anchorman.
talking to Jeff. Jeff died years ago.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff Roddenberry.
A lesser known Roddenberry.
Again, this one's for you, Jeff.
Poor old Jeff.
Christ, this film should have finished some time ago.
It has several endings, doesn't it?
I mean, we're basically watching diplomatic talks.
In a language we can't understand. Would it be awesome if actually it was subtitled what the whales were actually saying?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Don't destroy
Yeah,
Earth.
They're
Go on.
Just,
All right
they're
then.
just flirting. They matched on Tinder. So they finally got there to meet up, and it's several generations later.
Well, I want the Gracie to give birth and find out that all the babies are half Vulcan.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I I love the way I sounded disgusted there, like I'd never say anything like that.
Epic mutation. You'd be like, so long, and thanks for all the fish.
If Shatner had just looked shocked, and when it cut back to the tank, Nimoy was fucking the whale.
He was the one that said she was
And
pregnant.
then he says, she's pregnant.
Yeah. It was me.
So long, I live on the hospital.
When I do them, they stay done.
She's pregnant, wink.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
It's like freeze frame. This film there has to be a Star Trek film with a thumbs
She's
up freeze
pregnant
frame.
and entirely satisfied.
Yeah. That's a Starbug level effect there.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, we've got it. You're all delighted. Can someone get these old people out the water before they get hypothermic?
Old people.
I know, like, Bones is well anyway, is he? So
He's the elderly chap. But the other one, they'll be fine.
why does this probe just look like a big piece of rock?
Perhaps
That's
it's
probably
a piece of rock.
Yeah,
That would be the most obvious explanation.
we have the power. And He-Man comes in, no, I have the power.
Yay! Hurrah! Oh, Wales all grandstanding now. They're all like, yeah, this is their lap of fucking honour. Yeah, bitches, we sorted you out.
Oh, they're all playing in the water now.
He immediately reaches for the bird. About time we got that t-shirt wet again.
Oh, our soul glows out. It's done now.
Other hairsprays
So, like,
are
yeah,
available.
Nimoy really didn't want to get in there, did he?
No amount of
Soul glow
It's
is
in the
not
water.
hairspray. It is a lifestyle choice, Becca. It's
Other
an
fictional
attitude.
hair products are
It's a way of
available.
living.
You never noticed San Francisco, would you?
No, they tend to stay away from the obvious landmarks.
Where is this film set again?
London, I think. And there's Teen Wolf.
Team Wolf. Oh dear.
Right, we're going to call them in a minute, folks, right? And don't
Right.
tell them we're going to give them a ship, right? Okay, let's pretend to be angry with them, all right? Here we go. Ready? Shh. Here they come, right.
Grumble, grumble,
Spock,
grumble.
what are you doing?
Oh, shit, Spock was in the audience. I didn't know that. He knows. Spock, don't say anything.
He's
Right,
in on
okay.
it.
He's like, get a
you
ship,
know-
well, I'm going to get on this as well.
Get a ship. No, I'm happy to stand accused. It's all right. I'll take whatever punishment. Okay. Now, as someone who's had my head put on upside down, the only one who's guilty is Kirk, mainly of having a silly last name.
And middle name.
I do love the little look he gives after it mentions the Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Somebody's embalmed fucking DeForest Kelly, look.
Oh, bless him.
Spock eyebrow going on.
Serious face. Hmm.
Again, I wish that ensign was just filleting it.
Thumbs up.
I plead guilty. Oh no, what's going to happen? Oh, it's going to be a terrible punishment. Oh, watch out now.
You're doomed. Oh, but it's alright.
We're going to put you back to your favourite rank. There's no money in it, so it don't matter. And
Quite literally, no money.
do you want a new shoot?
Yes, please.
We'll let you keep your wig, even though I'm not allowed one. Spock looks concerned.
Was he not listening before that it was going to be alright?
Unswerving ability.
Swerving. It's all about the swerving.
Drunken womanizer. Look how happy she
It's
is.
directly from
The
Star
Sand People.
Wars.
Yeah. And of course, Gillian's happy because she gets a futuristic tracksuit as well.
Yeah. And the Smurfs.
Yay.
And the Snorks. And then whatever that's meant to be.
I don't know what that's meant to be.
Half man, half wasp. I don't know.
Half sofa.
Half Wookie.
That's right, said Fred.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's where all the budget went: costumes and whales. Amidala and Toon. Hey, random man, we just met.
Oh, then he gets turned down.
You have
Great.
a number?
Should we go? Should we go and celebrate? Bye. Where are you going?
I love the fact she's got to go right this minute.
She's like, get me out of here! This creepy old fucking man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd really love to stay with the party, but I'm late for my bus.
I've got to wash my hair. And I've got to pick out some more tracksuits, and I'll find you. I'll find you.
You kind of half expected to sort of say like, "Oh, my boyfriend's waiting for me." Some sort of...
Oh. They never did.
He's like, "She fucking used me,
You bastard.
the bitch."
Yeah. I tell you what, the local ladies of the night of San Francisco are going to get such a hammering tonight. The warmth of a father-son relationship.
Especially when they're Vulcan. Well done, I'm most impressed. Thank you.
I'll let you go if you can guess which hand your car keys are in.
Oh.
Oh, raised eyebrow. He's fun to do the raised eyebrow, wasn't he?
He does a Roger Moore impression several times.
Oh, can you imagine Roger Moore playing Spock?
Oh god. That'd be really weird.
Savick would have had babies long before fucking Genesis happened.
Really. Just making big cigars.
Oh, Jim.
Take her out, Lieutenant.
Bottoms up, Jim.
I find it logical. Raised eyebrow.
Keeping the Starfleet end up, sir.
That's the one. I think Charlie wins that round. Oh, what's in it, Rolls? That's brilliant. Oh, the end. But not quite. This one should have ended by now.
So is this like another like longing view of the Enterprise again?
Well, they even do that as a surprise. Right, when you fly towards it, fly at that angle, so they get to see it at the last minute, right, and they'll be like, "Yay!"
Yeah, there's no you know fully well it's going to be Enterprise again, because
Be great if it was the exploded one. They just flew over that. Just a complete fucking wreck. There you are. Blown down.
Reconstruction from the CCTV footage.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Oh,
Dash
look.
A.
It looks like an Enterprise. It is an Enterprise.
Is there A on the end?
Hey, look, it's the Enterprise. Spock looks delighted.
I wonder if they did that because of Next Generation, because Next Generation came out the year after this, and then that obviously you've got the 1701D.
Yeah. So start that lineage between the two.
Yeah.
The problem I got with this ship is the bridge looks totally different in the next film and then different again in the one
Yeah.
after.
Yeah,
it
Yeah.
actually almost looks like close to the bridge in the J.J. Abrams.
This is the
film.
closest this series is going to get it to thumbs up free time.
Yeah.
Look at this. Remember when he gave Spock some advice? And remember when James Doohan looked like he was watching porn? And remember when Chekhov looked like he was about to be killed? And remember when Sulu looked like
windscreen
the crash
wipers.
he was there? Remember Soul Glow? Remember when we insinuated?
Remember the shell suit?
Hey, remember when he was turned down?
Remember Pointy, Spock's mum,
And remember when he did his mum? Parody, I don't know.
and
Remember
the
Wales.
whales.
Most of all, remember Wales.
Classic movies.
That's good advice for us all.
Oh dear.
Spike Silver worked on this film.
That's a cool name.
Her
Frank Capra III. Oh dear.
Frank Capra, apparently.
Yeah, Frank Capra Jr.
What other humorous names can we find?
All we're going to say, listeners, and we'll say no more. Remember, we mentioned Frank Capra tonight.
Oh.
For a minute, that looked like a car floating in space,
It did.
like the end of Greece. Like they've got a long way out. Where's Dawn and Jeff?
I do wonder what they were thinking about. Like, what was the need in doing like all that show freeze frames and clips from the film? Was it just purely in like let's just try something different?
I don't know. It's just like
Tom Jones worked on the film, you know.
yeah.
It's kind of like what they used to have at the end of the original Star Trek, isn't it?
It's a bit like Suicide Squad, where we needed flashbacks after about 20 minutes in case we'd forgotten.
Because
There's an extended version being released of that apparently.
Star Trek 4.
No, sorry, of Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Whoa!
That really surprised me. Sorry, Charlie, carry on.
No, sorry, because this was the 20th anniversary of Star Trek as well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if this could have been. This maybe was just a kind of homage to the original series, and it's unfortunately they didn't have the dude from the claw maneuver at the end.
Well,
No, that's interesting though. That's probably a nice way to mark the 20th anniversary, perhaps.
and look, is what's it going to be? What's it going to be? I'd forgotten. Oh, it's the Enterprise.
Yeah. Enterprise A.
Credit for Ralph McQuarrie there, who did all the stuff for Star Wars. All
Yeah.
the design. And who designed? And the design for the Discovery is based on his work. Although sadly Brian Fuller's not going to be as in charge as he once was.
No, he's not. He's still involved, but less so. He'll still be in the writers' room for that. I think
A song I Hate You.
Edge of Etiquette.
It's the Akiva Goldsman that scares me.
Yeah. Writer of Batman and Robin. And a beautiful.
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's not like film. These people don't write by themselves.
Yeah.
No.
They should go to Warp, surely.
Oh no! I heard the other day. I heard the showrunner for the new Star Trek series is now quit.
So what you're basically saying is you've just heard that conversation we've just been having for the last 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, I was just staring at the screen, going like, "Oh, that's nice."
Just to give you a recap.
Next week,
Sorry, guys.
Chris
I
reveals-
blatantly, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Tune in next week.
Next week,
reveals
Star Trek is one of
that John Lennon has been shot.
Wait, what? John Lennon shot?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So.
Okay, so that was our commentary.
Yeah. So if you aren't sure what's happened to the showrunner to Star Trek Discovery, hear us discuss it twice. I take this again.
So, what did we think to this amazing film?
I thought it was a bit quiet actually.
I couldn't hear it. I did have the subtitles on there. I believe people talking all the way through.
Yeah.
Rude fuckers.
Yeah.
It's better
Really?
with sound on, in my opinion.
It's a really good film, but I guess because I don't think Disposables was the worst, because it's so kind of light-hearted and it's not shit. Then it's hard to talk about it.
Well, we managed, more or less.
Baseballs
no.
is funnier.
Vaguely.
Talked about just about everything else, and then kind of I think halfway through thought, we should probably actually talk about the voyage home here.
Hey, did you know Star Trek Discovery's showrunners quit?
No.
Brian Fuller?
Yeah.
I heard he's doing a new
Brian
series.
Emptier now.
Is he going to secretly make another series to Hannibal, maybe?
No.
To Hannibal.
Yeah, he's working on American Gods. Yeah, no, he was the showrunner for Hannibal.
Right.
And didn't he work on Deep Space Nine and Voyager?
He did.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Brian Fuller's just stepped down from showrunner on Discovery. I think we're caught in a time loop here.
So that's 5 times.
I will just repeat that constantly for like another 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Like at
Right.
the end of Doctor Strange.
I'll just
So anyway.
edit it. I'll just edit it. Oh, yeah, exactly like Doctor Strange. Spoiler
Spoiler alert.
We're all off to have sex with Rachel McAdams.
alert.
See you
Well, you
next
might be.
episode. Slightly
Oh.
probably.
I'll go with Benjamin.
Hope Michael Sheen doesn't
Sorry?
find out.
I'll go
Fuck's
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benjamin.
Benedict.
Becca's going to do some random guy called Benjamin.
Okay, so where can we find us on social media then? Where can we be found?
Well, you can find me at
I'm
Cinematronics
going to
on
bed after
Twitter.
this, but nobody.
Yeah, you can find me on Cinematronics on Twitter. And hey, do you know Brian Fuller's quit as showrunner for Star Trek?
Oh, fucking hell, really?
You don't say.
Oh, dear. Ralph McQuarrie will be gutted. You can find me at the Pasty Kid 1976 on Twitter.
I am at RV Movies on the Twitter.
What about the
Alright.
show?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Charlie.
All right. Yeah, you need to wake up a bit before you approach that. I get it.
I'm at Films on Wax on Twitter.
So you can find us at Expect Us to Talk, facebook.com/Expect Us to Talk. Or you can also email us, expecttotalk@gmail.com. And also on YouTube and iTunes. And when you visit us on iTunes, give us a nice 5-star review, help us to rank higher and find more listeners. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
Have you had any reviews on iTunes or anything like that?
a few.
Hopefully you'll get some more.
All positive, I hope, not just like
Yeah, that's right.
3 stars.
Most of them were positive. One was positive except me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Couple stars, but I think I might have cost us a star there. I think it was me. They were referring to the older sounding fellow.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
No, that was Roger Moore.
Yeah. That's how I took my mind off it.
I must go
Okay.
meet this person.
Okay, we're back to reviews next week, which means Becca. Cross your fingers, everyone.
Oh. According to my little booklet, I've got Generations, is that correct?
Oh, for fuck's sake. It is correct, but it's like it's such an easy format. Do you expect us to talk?
I know, but I'm just making sure because I cocked out so spectacularly last time. That's all.
In your defense,
Seriously.
you said generations long. Quite a lot.
I did. Twice, but then I was obviously in a lot of pain and very tired and one thing and another, so it was beyond my control, really.
2 hours of listening to us, she was in agony.
I was.
So, Becca, what's next week?
Do you expect to talk? We'll return with Generations.